Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Liam Douglas here, and in this video I'm doing an unbox and review of the Viltrox Sprite 15C bicolor / RGB panel light. But before we get into that, I wanted to remind you to check out the Liam Photography podcast. You can find it anywhere the podcasts are found. And I have a current back catalog of 349 episodes that you can go back and listen to on your commute to and from work, or while you're in the office or doing chores around the house. It doesn't have any explicit language, so it's safe to listen to in the office or at home around your kids. No worries about any of that. All right, so let's get into this. And as you know, Viltrox has been in business since 2009. Now, they started out making lens adapters for other camera brands like Canon and Nikon and Sony and stuff like that. And then they branched into making their own third-party lenses, and they're doing lighting as well. So let's open the box up here. And we have the instruction manual in multiple languages. We have the actual panel light here with the controls on the back. And then we have an included battery. We have a light mount that can either go in the hot shoe of your camera, or you can remove this screw and separate the two halves, and you can put it on any kind of GoPro mount or put it on a standard tripod mount, whatever the case may be. You can put it on a tripod mount right here with the 1/4-20 on the top. And then last but not least, in the box, we also have a USB-A to USB-C cable. Now, there are two ways you can power the light. You can use the included Viltrox battery, which is basically the same thing as the Sony NP-F550 batteries, such as the Adamus Ninjas use and some other lighting systems use. And it's convenient because it actually has a USB-C charging port on the end of it here. So the charging circuits are built in. It has a button on this side here that you can press, and it'll light up the indicators to show you how charged the battery is. Now, you can also optionally power the light using the included USB-A to C cable, using a power bank, or if you want to use a longer cable, because this one's kind of short, I do have quite a few of the longer ones, you could power it using a 110 outlet. All it needs is 5 volts at no more than 2 amps, so you could power it that way. So you can do it either way. For the case of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and use the included battery. I've already got it fully charged. So we just lock it into the back here in the battery slot, and we're good to go. Now, on the back, we have the control dial for changing the settings on the light. And then we also have a mode button. We have the channel and group button here, because you can use this with an app as well. And then over here we have the slide on-off switch and the little LED readout that you can use to check your color temperature settings and all the different modes and all of that good stuff. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on this little mini tabletop tripod that I have here with me. Oh, let me take this off here first, make it a little bit easier on myself, or at least try to anyways. All right, so let's adjust this here, and we'll take off this little Arca plate, and we'll go ahead and put it on the light itself. There we go, and then we have it all ready to put back in this Arca Swiss mounted ball head here, and we're good to go. Now we could adjust this a little bit, because it looks like I've got it a little bit off level. So let me get it adjusted here so it's a little bit better. There we go. And now this light has an RA of 95 plus, a TCLI of 95 plus, so it can replicate true color. Now they do make two models. They make the 15C that I have here, and they also make a 15B, but the 15B is bicolor only, where this one can do the full RGB spectrum, and as well as bicolor, and it can do 2800 Kelvin to 6800 Kelvin, which is nice because it can replicate pure white daylight, which is my favorite kind of light. So let's go ahead and turn it on here. Now, before I go through all of the modes and stuff on this, I'm gonna let you watch this clip here on my recent 10,000 subscriber giveaway. You can get the details from this clip now. but I wanted to announce my 10,000 subscriber giveaway. So in this contest, you can find the official rules down in the description for this video, as well as at liamphotography.net/contest. Once this channel reaches 10,000 subscribers, one lucky winner will receive a Viltrox 75mm f1.2 Pro lens. This is a lens that is fantastic for portrait work. It is just an incredible all-around lens. Fantastic image quality, fantastic autofocus performance, nice wide aperture of f1.2, and it's worth $550. Now, you will not get this one. This one's mine. This one's a little bit used. You will get a brand spanking new one sealed in the box if you're chosen as the lucky winner. Now, all you have to do to enter the contest is subscribe to my channel, turn on all notifications, and then in the comments on this or any of my other videos, just leave the comment, "Pick me, please," and a camera emoji. That's all you have to do. You cannot enter more than once, so only one entry per person. But once the channel hits 10,000 subscribers, the lucky winner will be chosen and contacted. And again, for full details and official rules, check out the description down below or liamphotography.net/contest. All right, now back to the video. Okay, so now we're back, and we're going to go ahead and turn the light on. And I don't want to point it directly at the camera because I don't want to blind everybody. Let me go ahead and turn it down. I had it at 20%. Let me go ahead and turn it down to 10. And there is, like I said, an app that you can use with it. It's called the Wheelie Light app, and it is available for iPhone and Android, so that's what the app looks like. And with the app, you just configure the app for the same channel and group that your light is set for. Mine's set to 10A by default, and I've already got the app linked. As you can see here, I can turn it off remotely. I can turn it back on. So we do have the full CCT controls here where you can change the Kelvin scale and all of that on the light, and it even has some quick items to change it to different Kelvin settings. Here's 3,000, 4,000, 5,200, 5,500, 6,000, and 7,000 Kelvin. I'm going to put it back to about 55 to 57 is where I like to be, just for my own personal preference. You also have the HSL wheel, which you can use to change it to different colors. You can either change it to different colors by using your finger on the color wheel, or you can put in the hex value in the box at the top of the app. Either one will do, and you can also adjust the saturation. So let's see here. We'll go to red, pinkish purple, blue, more of a teal, green, yellow, so on and so forth. So really, really handy there. And we'll go ahead and put it back to its default white. There's also the RGBWY scale here. You have those controls as well. And let me go back here. There's also the XY coordinates adjustment in the app that you can use. There's a color chip where you can select color chips and get different settings that way. So that can be handy. Now, some of the text in the app is in Chinese, so it can make it a little bit difficult to use. Now, let me go through the different color modes that it has pre-programmed into it. Now, it has CCT modes as well as RGB. The RGB modes, you get more selection. So this is flash, and then we have burst. We have flash lamp, blink. Has a total of 26 modes. There's weld, SOS, candlelight, flame, CCT loop, and you see it's shifting on its own. And then you got TV, like an old cathode ray tube television. You have fireworks 1, we have fireworks 2, and fireworks 3. And then, of course, we have police, like we did on the Godox wand light, or tube light that I did. Like I said, don't play with this outdoors. You're liable to tick the cops off. Ambulance mode, fire truck mode, RGB loop. Then we have romantic, and Club 1, as well as Club 2. Then we have a red wave, green wave, blue wave, cyan wave, magenta wave, and a yellow wave. So quite a few different pre-programmed colored options that you can use. So you can get a lot of versatility out of this, especially if your desire is to use it for background light in a video or something like that you're shooting for your YouTube channel or something along those lines. You could do that as well. Now, all of those modes can be shuffled through using the mode button on the back and the command wheel that you can turn. I just find it's easier to control it using the app. It's just a lot more convenient that way. Now, this light with the NPF 550 battery lasts for quite a few hours, especially if you're not running it at maximum intensity. For a lot of my use cases, I'm never going to run it more than maybe 30 or 40%. You know, in those cases, this battery, the size it is, would probably last me 8 hours at least. And I do have spares. I got a spare Viltrox one, and then of course I have some of the Sony ones as well, because I have an Adamus Ninja and I have some other lights that I've gotten in the past that also use these batteries, larger lights with the barn doors and stuff. So I have quite a few of these NPF 550 batteries, which is extremely convenient. And handy for, you know, if you want to use it for an extended period of time, you have plenty of power. Or again, like I said, you can use a power bank with the USB A to C cable, or you could plug it directly into a 110 outlet using a 5 volt, no more than 2 amp power brick, basically like the power brick that comes with your iPhone or some other smartphones. A lot of those are only 5 volts at 2 amps. So as you can see, it is a very nice light, does a great job. It's plenty bright enough, gives you a lot of variety. Good construction. It has an aluminum housing, so it's not made of cheap plastic. It's got a nice aluminum housing. The diffusion panel on the front is, of course, high-strength plastic. But it is an excellent quality light, very durable. You know, I wouldn't recommend dropping it on a hard floor or something like that. You probably would break it then. But it should be, you know, fairly reliable and durable as far as use case goes. I couldn't see you having any problem with this light at all. All right, now that is going to wrap up this video. I want to remind you to subscribe to the channel and turn on all notifications. Make sure you enter my 10,000 subscriber giveaway that I talked about in that clip earlier, and I will see you all in the next video.